Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Path of Nostalgia. This episode, I'm looking at Rupert Bear. Rupert Bear, yes, I'm talking about him now. Mainly, I'm going to talk about the 1990s series, the British. Was it the British? I don't know really. It's sort of the 1990s I'm going to talk about. So Rupert Bear, obviously, he's an old-fashioned literature character from the Victorian era, or sort of like post-Victorian era he came from. The Adventures of a Bear. He goes on strange adventures with his friends, like anamorphic animals that have human personalities, live in the twee British times, like old-fashioned British times, and just go on adventures here, there, and everywhere, like full of magical adventures. That's what the evoke of Rupert Bear is. Though in the later series, like in later shows in the 2000s, that magic tends to die down, as I've noticed. It's too. I would say too different, very much. So, let's begin. So, Rupert Bear, obviously based on the books, and obviously the one I'm talking about is the 1990 series. It came out in 1981. Interesting enough, while I sort of grew up with this version of Rupert Bear, it's not necessarily British. However, it's based on the British sources. It's the same thing with like Paddington, very much in the 90s when you have like the original source material and they adaptate it for American audience. I think this is what Rupert does in this particular iteration that I've grown to love, that I remember watching as a kid. Obviously, first and foremost, the voice of Rupert Bear is quite squeaky and a bit. That's because he was voiced by a woman, so that's alright. By named Sue, something like Sue or something like that in the name. And obviously, the animation-wise, fantastic. They all have like. I think Rupert and his friends do have like a few high-pitched, like squeaky high-pitched voices a little bit in this iteration. However, I've sort of gone to lower times to seem to remember it. The film itself is quite good. It is. It's a nice little intro. It gets you in the mood for the adventure it does, like what the adventure Rupert and his friends might take. Obviously, the animation is nicely done, nice and colourful. It represents the sort of the English countryside iteration of the film of the books very much, which is quite nice. Colour-wise, fantastic. The Rupert looks fantastic. I mean, there's a couple of different versions of Rupert that there is. I mean, you have like him as sort of like a brown bear. He's sort of like shiny brown. He was just plain white. He is, which I always remember Rupert Bear for. Like always white, yellow jumper, checkered scarf, checkered pants, white trainers. That's how I depict Rupert Bear. That's how I always depict Rupert Bear. And yeah, quite good. Always quite good. Yeah, and obviously those friends. I can't remember the names now. There's like a Pekingese dog who's one. There's a badger. There's a pig. There's a rabbit. He has various friends he does. And also there's that professor as well. That sort of mad scientist professor. Was it inventor as well? You sort of assist him now and again on a few adventures. And yeah. Always a good rare character, the parents as well. And yeah, probably yeah. And obviously, it's based on the books as well, I think it is. And it has sort of like the adventure of Tintin, a vibe to as well. Sort of like you venture lost treasure. You go to different parts of the world and discover all sorts of cultures and stuff like that. Fantastic. It's in a sort of Venice, like Tintin and that sort of stuff, which good as well. What else should I talk about? Episode-wise, I can only remember a few of them. Rupert Pirates is one I can remember, and I think there's another one to a dragon. It's like a Chinese dragon or something. I remember seeing that, which is quite good. When they go to China, they do, and some dragons go missing, or baby dragon goes missing, or something like that, and all his friends get kidnapped. Probably, yeah, I can remember. Yeah. That's what I can remember that. Yeah, indeed. So, how did I get to Rupert? Like I mentioned before in the last episode with Barney, it's through a VHS that came from my grandparents. They had a VHS. They had about 4 episodes of Rupert, 3 or 4. I can remember. I think for people who can remember, it is the picture. I think it's them obviously dancing around and it says like, was it Rupert in the music FIFA, something like that, or the FIFA music, or something, I think it was. As the VHS, I got the Tempo VHS release, and I thought, you know, I watched it, I thought, fantastic. Great animation. I would say about some of these shows like with Barney and stuff like that, you know, the animation's fantastic. Great. And, you know, the story-wise, it's good. I mean, it's all to do with sense of adventure, do with threat, magic, bit of fantasy in the middle, heroic, you know, being heroic and stuff like that. You know, and obviously, it's like you know, like I mentioned with Tintin, also, it's like, do with like young people, like with children, very much, like go on their own adventures and discover. So it's like a children's wild imagination back in the day, if you know what I mean. Like, I mean, if you look at kids like that, you think, my goodness, my God, that's good. You know, this is really good story. Yeah, indeed. So I think that's about it really with Rupert there. I've talked about briefly about my experiences with the 90 series that came out. There was another one that came out I remember was the Rupert Bear and Friends, which was animated. It was animated in stop motion. However, quality well, I never watched that. I think, to be honest, they changed the source material on that show whatsoever. I think it panders to more of a younger audience than I say this TV show that I'm talking about. And that's about it really. So anyway, that is my opinions of Rupert Bear, mainly the 1991 series that was it 91 to 1997, and it was sort of, well, it's an animated Canadian-American production very much, however, it's based on the books by the British, so it's sort of British in its way, sort of British. So that is the end of the review and the video itself, and I will see you for the next video. Thank you for watching.